Russia's Vladimir Putin and Turkey's Recep Tayyip Erdogan are due to hold talks later today. The situation in Syria is expected to be high on their agenda 1 month after US President Donald Trump ordered the withdrawal of American troops from Syria. We're joined now by Amro Elserty from our Arabic service in the studio. Morning to you, Amro. These talks are coming off the back of talks between Turkey and the US. How will that play a part in Putin and Erdogan's conversation?
Well, of course, both the Turkish and the Americans have been trying to negotiate a deal because since the US announced its decision to withdraw its troops from Syria, they've been trying to find a replacement, like a policeman in the area that would make sure that there will not be a re-rise in the power and the authority of ISIS in northern Syria. However, that was hindered by the fact that the Turks would like to eliminate the Kurdish armed militias, the People's Protection Unit, from the area, which once fought alongside the US-led coalition against ISIS. And that is something that the US does not want to compromise. And that's why the Americans and the Turks have yet to reach a deal regarding replacing each other in northern Syria. So that's definitely something that will be discussed today between Erdogan and Putin, since, of course, Moscow is an integral player in any equation regarding the Syrian conflict at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, you mentioning there that the Kurdish forces, presumably that's going to centre around the bone of contention that is the city of Manbij.
Absolutely, because since the US announced its decision to withdraw its troops from northern Syria, Erdogan said more than once that Turkey are willing to launch an attack on the area and Manbij, the city of Manbij, in order to eliminate the Kurdish troops from there. However, Erdogan has failed so far to get Moscow's blessing for such an attack. And this is how other places in Syria and the city of Idlib, for instance, might come back to the frame as part of a potential larger deal that will include the situation in the cities of both Manbij and Idlib, where there are also negotiations between Russia and Turkey regarding both cities.
Absolutely. Well, let's pick up on that, because back in September, Turkey and Russia agreed to a demilitarized zone around the city of Idlib. How successful has that been?
It has not been very successful, to be honest, because they actually reached that deal in September and they thwarted off what seemed as an inevitable attack by Russia and President Bashar al-Assad's troops on Idlib at the time. However, since then, it's been hindered by the fact that Turkey more than once called for the delay in the implementation of such a deal, claiming that they are unable to secure the area from one side. And then the Russian Foreign Ministry kept often claiming since then that there are actually terrorist groups that are considered by Moscow to be terrorist groups in the shape of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham that are breaching the demilitarized zone. And that's why I think at this stage it will be quite interesting to see, because Russia from one side, while the US is trying to reach its own deal with Turkey as a replacement force in northern Syria, Russia from another, they are trying to reach their own deal with Turkey regarding the cities of Idlib and Manbij by trading control for both cities. Russia and Bashar al-Assad's troop, they want to take hold of Idlib and allow Turkey to enter Manbij and actually eliminate the Kurdish troops, since Russia has no interest whatsoever in protecting the Kurdish armed militias at all, unlike the US administration.